The adage, "where you come from determines who you are as a person," is a popular phrase when trying to consider a person's background. At one of the largest universities in the world, there is a plethora of different backgrounds amongst individuals, a very diverse range of people. Therefore, the question brought forth was simple. What kind of students come to The Ohio State University, and what are the backgrounds like for most of these students? With this question, we formed our hypothesis, stating the majority of students attending Ohio State come from large urban high schools, with class sizes containing more than 200 students and more opportunities to showcase their ability.
To administer surveys, we stood on the oval and tried to walk around and find people who weren't too busy to fill out our survey. This didn't create biased results, but that doesn't mean that the data shows the averages for all Ohio State students. Before administering the surveys, we had to determine a set number of people in a graduating class that broke down into two distinct categories. We chose 200 as this number because it is the number of students that is the cutoff between divisions in Ohio sports. From our data, it appears as though more people at Ohio State come from larger schools compared to smaller ones. The class size is important to our research because we hypothesize that larger schools have more academic opportunities.
Our classifications of an urban background contain somewhat of an added presence to the definition, as our definition includes those who are from a more suburban environment. This does not alter the results in any way, however, with the Merriam-Webster dictionary defining urban as of or relating to cities and the people who live in them. With surveying, the results definitely coincided with the hypothesis, stating a majority of students would come from an urban background. 23 students out of 30 surveyed claimed to have come from urban backgrounds, while only 7 came from rural.
When colleges are accepting students, they look for students that they think will do well in college. A lot of times this is related to extracurricular activities and AP courses. Colleges want students to succeed when they take higher level courses to challenge themselves that makes them more likely to be accepted. Our data shows that 67% of the students had ample opportunity to showcase their abilities with over 5 AP courses and many extracurricular opportunities. It shows that 23% had a medium amount of opportunities, while only 10% of students had very little opportunities.
Through the added results of possible backgrounds, only one background truly stood out among the rest. Students coming from high schools with a large class size, urban background, and ample amounts of AP extracurricular opportunities dominated our survey, with 13 of 30 students all having a most common background. 43.3% of our possible backgrounds of 8 possible scenarios.
In conclusion, our data matched up with our hypothesis. We cannot say that it confirmed our hypothesis since it is not the entire population, but the results are similar to what we have expected. It appears as though most large high schools come from the city and that they offer more AP courses. This would help students get into Ohio State because they have plenty of opportunities to showcase themselves.